of the news. There was some dramatic.
I think people heard of the news.
This guy thinks he's funny, guys. What do you think?
Oh, man.
Anyways, so if you guys haven't heard, ABC did report there was a woman who was found dead by a coworker after the employee heard strange noises coming from the commercial grinder. She worked at a meat facility grinder at a food processing plant.
In where?
In Pennsylvania.
Oh, praise Lord, was a winter. What?
Yeah, so a woman was killed on Monday after falling into a commercial meat grinder at a food processing plant. An ABC News report, the woman was found dead by a coworker after the employee heard strange noises coming from the commercial grinder. Lycombe County Coroner Charles Kissing Jr. told the news station it appeared the woman was standing on a wheeled staircase just before the accident. This is just a tragedy. She died inside the moving parts of the machine. The coroner said Jill, Jenner, 35, fell into the machine around 11:30 a.m. We talked to the person who found her. He said he heard a noise and went to check on her and found her in the machine. He put the power down and called 911. Jesus. Witnesses told the news station it took fire officials about 45 minutes to disassemble the machine.
So she wouldn't survive?
She wasn't going to survive anyway. I don't understand why they should have just let her be ground up. No offense.
That's harsh, bro.
Would you want half your body, you still being alive?
Yeah, bro.
Or do you want to be ground up your whole body?
Nah, bro, I'm alive. I'm alive. Imagine that girl, that lady had kids, and she's still alive. She can still see her kids. You can hold her kids. Who gives you have the bottom half of your body? You're still alive. You know what I mean? You be in a wheelchair, whatever, but you're still alive.
Clearly,
bro.
She wasn't alive. Clearly, it must have grinded her whole body. Witness told the news station it took fire officials 45 minutes. It's unclear as to how the woman ended up in the machine. I don't know if she got caught with the moving parts and they pulled her in, or if she just slipped and fell. I don't know, and there's no way of determining that. The death is being investigated by a federal occupation safety and health administration.
Wow.
Yeah, that was kind of harsh. That's not a good way to go.
I don't know about this article. So, Windsor man charged after woman found in shed with life-threatening injuries. This is the one article?
Is that one we were talking about? The one with the woman found in shed with injuries and one arrested?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I didn't know. I was saying that for last, but...
Oh, so you didn't tell me that.
we're going to hold off on that one, because we're going to bring up this one next.
We'll bring up that, yeah. That's
the last article.
Okay. That's
This is the one with the iWatch.
Oh, yeah, I forgot what this one said. With people.
So, if you guys have any questions, comments, want to give us some suggestions, just message us on any of our social media platforms or email us at kickthemedia@gmail.com.
Five-hour standoff results into one arrest. Windsor police have arrested one person after a standoff kept the neighborhood locked down for most of Thursday. Wow. Police responded around 12:20 a.m. to 600 blocks of Capitol Street for a report of a fight with a weapon. According to the police, the assaulted victim had non-life-threatening injuries and was treated in the hospital for his injuries.
Yeah, beat with a bat.
Police identified as suspect Michael Allard and observed him inside the residence on Capitol Street. Victim told CBC News he had met with Allard to buy a Apple Watch. After discovering it was defective, the victim attempted to return the watch. Allard then alleged hit him with a pole. Wow. So the dispute officers stand in for hours with guns drawn outside Capitol Street House. Police said there was no threat to the public. CBC News reporters at the stand-up heard police call for Allard to exit the house. Wow. After a warrant was obtained just before 6 p.m., officers were able to break windows, break down the doors, and arrest the suspect. The weapon was seized, and Allard was charged with possession of a prohibited weapon as well as assault. This guy
Allard was also known to police for a 2010 assault and a robbery in Windsor.
So hold on. So they got called out at 11:20, and they got the warrant at 6 p.m.
They were there for...
It takes them that long to get a warrant?
There's lots of factors into a warrant.
But it's a stand-up. Well, hold on. He wasn't holding nobody hostage, they said.
No.
So they just want him out of the house.
Yeah.
He had no weapons. Or he had a weapon.
Yeah.
But not going to say what type of weapon. I know it was like a knife. It was no gun. It was like a knife. Or the pole. They hit the person in the head with the pole. All right. I know they're taking safety precautions. They couldn't rush the house because if anybody rushed the house and their officers got shot, they didn't follow protocol. I get it. But it takes 5 hours.
And they had him at gunpoint.
Yeah, so it takes 6 hours to get a warrant. Well, it got there at 11:20. The warrant came at 6 o'clock.
12:20, 1:22, 12:20, 1:20, 2:20, 3:20, 4. Yeah, you're right. So CBC News got that. It's not a 5 hour standoff. It's a 6 hour standoff.
Well, you can say 5 hours and 40 minutes, because you know what I mean.
But still, so
but it's still 6 hours, 20 minutes, whatever. But still, 6 hours basically to get a warrant. So this man and okay, they surrounded the house, whatnot. You know what I mean? But he could have
imagine being the neighbor and walking up to that.
You know what I mean? Say he had kids and stuff with his guns drawn. So you stood there for 6 hours with guns drawn. The man had a pole. The man had a pole because obviously the victim came out and you guys treated the victim and the victim said you got hit in the head with the pole. So you knew he had a pole. So you had your guns drawn on the street with parents that had to bring their kids home, whatever. Locked on the street all Thursday and got the warrant at 6 o'clock and you guys started at 11. When kids were in school and you guys finished after kids were done. So kids are coming home seeing this guns drawn. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Oh my gosh. I don't get Windsor police sometimes, man. I don't get it. I don't know.
All over I watch.
All over I watch. That is ridiculous, yo. I don't even know what to say, man.
But see, at the end of the day, that guy did learn a valuable lesson because when I did watch the news, basically he said he's going to start going to public places. When you're doing an online sale or any type of sale, don't go to somebody's house. Do it.
He went to the person's house.
He went to the person's house. He didn't go to a public place meet at a Tim Hortons or a Circle K, which used to be Max.
So meet me at Tim Hortons. Make sure the product is charged so I can test it.
Yep.
So I put my chip in it so I can test it. Right here in Tim Hortons, the public place. You already know what time it is. But that's the dumbest thing ever. You went to the person's house?
So in a way, it was his own fault.
Hold on. So the person that was in the house, that wasn't his house?
So what happened was, listen. So he went to go buy the iWatch off the person. He went to his house. He paid $320 or whatever for it, right? He purchased it, and then when he wore it, it had some defects or it was locked, right? You know how sometimes when
Apple lock,
locks,
so it was stolen.
It was locked, right? So he went to go get his money back. As soon as he went to go get his money back, the guy hit him with a pole.
Oh, so the guy already knew. Because, come on, you had the pole ready to hit the man as he went to get his money back. You already knew someone's come back with the money. So that's why you already had a pole set up in your house. You know what I mean?
That's a good. I never thought about that.
Yeah, because if you knew the dudes to come back, you had a pole set up. Open the door, got my money back, hit him with the pole. Come on,
but still,
man.
if you're going to spend $300 on an Apple Watch, go spend the extra $100 and buy a brand new one.
Yeah, it's true.
Just saying. And it was well, too. I know this is going a little bit off topic, but I thought I'd bring this up as well, too. So for the month of May, me, myself, I will not be active on social media, Twitter, YouTube, or even have a cellular device. For the month of May, I am going basically ghost. Unfortunately, I still have to access the internet for business purposes to run Kick the Media and other reasons, so I will access the internet for 1 hour of the day, but that's the maximum allowance I'm allowed to access any social media sites, and so on and so forth.
He's be on a fake account.
That's what you think. Because there was, and I was going to talk about this as well too, there was a bunch of kids in Toronto, there was about 40 kids who decided to do this and go phoneless for 40 days, and social media-less for 40 days. So I'm going to attempt it for 30.
They never survived.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
But we are going to move on to
when they got their phones back, and they turned those phones on, I guarantee you how happy they were. See those messages and everybody,
that's how I'm going to be.
40 days, that popped up, they got 100 plus text messages and voice calls and How's your boss to get a hold of you? If you can't call
He
yourself
has my
home?
landline number.
No, but if you're not home, it's emergency. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta go back to the time where I grew up in that time where I'm going to my friend's house. If he wasn't home, I walk half. If I wasn't home, I got to walk back home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nowadays you can't do that because anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like people rely on their technology. You know what I mean, for help. Like anything can happen. And if you have a cell phone with no minutes on, you catch Wi-Fi. You go on Instagram, Snapchat, and call for help. SOS. You know what I mean? So you go 40 days on the phone. You make sure you have like a pager or something. You know what I mean, bro? Or a walkie-talkie, or get that first alert thing. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't have an iWatch, so I can't push them.
Get a hold of you, bro.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. As well too, I am kind of doing a diet thing. Fantastic Fathers is doing an event. I did send my co-host the link for that as well too. So if you visit any Good Life, I believe over the next couple of days they're doing a 40-day challenge or 30-day challenge.
At Good Life?
For Fantastic Fathers.
Who's doing it?
Fantastic Fathers is doing it. And
Me? I'm fantastic.
You either put $20 down, it goes towards a good cause, and you have access to the gym for 2 weeks.
Which gym?
Good Life.
So if I go to Fantastic Fathers.
So if you go, like I'm going, for example, to the Dougal location on Tuesday morning.
Fantastic Fathers?
I'm going to put $20 down. They're going to weigh me. And then I think it's 40 or 30 days, I'm going to pull up the event right now. I sent you the event.
A couple of days ago, yes you did.
So May 15th. So I did bring up the event. So if you are in the Windsor, Essex area, so you have to register between May 1st and May 15th. The challenge does begin on May 16th. I still got like 2 weeks to.
Oh, until Father's Day.
Whoop, whoop. And it's a 60-day challenge.
60?
60-day fitness challenge. So as parents, we are often so busy taking.
60?
So as parents, we are often taking care of everyone, everything. We often neglect our own needs. In order to give our best to those who depend on us, we need to be the best mentally and physically. The 60-day fitness challenge has been designed to remind us to make our own self-care a priority as well. And a bonus to help us feel better about ourselves. Heading into the fast approaching warm summer weather, registration is from May 1st to May 15th, 2019. Challenge begins on May 16th of 2019.
And ends when?
Challenge's rules. So 60 days. 60 days from now. The challenge is open to mothers and fathers only. You must initially report to either the 2 participating Good Life Fitness locations, which is Good Life Fitness Tecumseh Mall, Good Life Fitness Windsor Dougal, to register. You do not need to be a member or join a Good Life Fitness to take part in the challenge. There is a registration fee of $20 is required to enter this challenge, which will be donated directly to the Fantastic Fathers community group to assist with their upcoming Luna 625 Family Father's Day charity event this Saturday, June 15th at the Sportplex Fitness Center in St. Clair College. After registration, you will receive a free mandatory body composition analyst from a certified Good Life Fitness staff member. This will be officially utilized as your starting point for the 60-day challenge. For entering the 60-day challenge, you will receive following free items from Good Life Fitness. 2 weeks free weeks at the club. Free hot yoga and tanning during those weeks. 4 boot camp sessions and 1 free personal training session.
You said 60 days.
Yeah.
But you said we get 2 weeks.
That's it.
So where do the 60 days come in?
Yeah.
I have to go get a membership after the 2 weeks?
You don't have to get a membership at Good Life.
So how the 60... How many?
Go walk. Go run.
That's not 60
go to
days,
the park.
man. You guys... They should explain it better. Like, $20, 2 weeks, that's amazing. The boot camps and the 1 day train. Okay.
$20 alone.
But you're saying 60-day challenge. So after the 2 weeks, people pay $20 the 2 weeks. Then they have to go, if they don't have a gym membership, then they have to go get a gym membership to continue. So you're and say
but they don't have to join Good Life. They can join Crunch. They can join Planet Fitness.
I'm saying, so like if somebody never goes to gym and they don't have the money to go pay for that for the monthly month. That's why they did this 20 thing, thinking you get a full 60 days. You get what I'm saying to you? The way they explained it in the beginning, and then when you get down to the fine print, it says 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying to you, bro?
So after the 60-day challenge, at the end of it, you must report back to the Good Life Fitness to have your final body composite stats taken to compare with your original stats points. The final step must be completed on or before the official contest expiry date of July 14th. Any entry who has not reported to one of the two light goodness locations on or before the expiry date will be considered eligible to win the 60-day challenge and any of the prizes associated with
Who
it.
cares?
Nor will a registration